Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. Today we're going to continue on popular requests with another popular request. This one being Slice the Cake. Now we have quite a few recommendations from this. Obviously, it's a popular request. We have stuff coming in from Chase Campbell, Fake Smile is Cool, Billy Bob the Kid, Hender J. Kirk, Stephen Chwalik, Stephen Chwalik, From the Internet, JBar85, JB, Cloud Mountain Juror, Dark Amantis, Connor Rodenfels, Restless Oblivion, Nazoth, and Combustion Mind? Combustion Mind. Yeah. Apologies if I mispronounced any of those. Stone and Silver, Part 1, I believe, Mountain and Man is, it was The Mountains of Man. By and far the most popular request, easily. So that's what we're gonna check out today. Slice the Cake, Mountains of Man. Let's see what these guys got in store for us. Really clean palm muted stuff going on right there. Really beautiful chords. They got really nice. Interesting little time feel there with that pinch harmonic. Nice compression there. Nice little halftime here, or like a halftime feel, even though the hi-hat, maybe a ride, is just going. Blast beats while the sound, vocal compression. Yeah, real cool stuff. I love the juxtaposition between the growls and the cleans. Really good stuff. Triplets on the crash cymbal? Time feels just real weird right here. playing around with dissonance right there. Beautiful classic guitar stuff going on. I like how this is using a lot of the same aspects of the verse musically. It's just kind of reimagined it as more of a calmer section of the song. Really chill section, especially compared to what we just were listening to with the blast beats and the raw sound stuff. Another cool feel going on here. Very raw, screaming. Song is unwinding real quick. That was nothing like what I was expecting. Now, I didn't really have any sort of preconceived ideas going into this uh, that were really based on anything other than guesses. A name like Slice the Cake kind of seems a little more mellow, more of a a party time where you slice cake at a party. Uh, I was expecting something more along the lines of like one of those like proggy instrumental groups. Maybe something like what was that one with that crazy keyboardist? Uh, something about a wheel, arch wheel, color wheel. I don't remember. I think it was color wheel. Anyways, that's kind of what I was thinking. Something a little more upbeat, a little more positive, uh, fun. Fun is kind of what I was thinking with a band called Slice the Cake. And what I got was a distressing emotional journey of a man. I don't even know what through, but I know at the end he said, "Take me the sweet release." So is a man at the end of his rope. And the music reflects a lot of this. The beginning is chaotic, and not even no, not really chaotic. It is loud and angry. We got wall of sound stuff going on, blast beats. It's just a loud song. Everything's just playing at 100%. Then we have the middle section, which has a bit of the classical guitars. We see a reimagining of the opening guitar riffs, kind of I guess it would be the opening verse, repurposed into something a little more melodic to fit the calm, calmness of it all. You can't really go in there, uh, you know, volume cranked up to 11 when you're trying to introduce a somber moment. So we got classical guitars kind of reimagining an earlier aspect of the song, doing a little bit of theme and variation. It's not a one for one mirroring, but they do use a lot of the same elements to create a very similar sounding melodic entry. And then we go from that to the most chaotic section of the song, which is the entirety of the end. And I mentioned while it was playing that the song is slowly unraveling, and I don't think that's an accident. Um, Not only is everything just cranked up with the volumes at the top. The speed of playing is the fastest it's been. The time feel in one section just completely gets thrown out the window. Uh, I think it's still in a quarter beat time feel, but then you have the crash or the ride. I'm not sure. No, not the ride. Definitely a crash or a splash cymbal playing triplets, but slow triplets, like quarter note triplets, over all this. But normally, what we've experienced in the past is that when you have a drummer playing polyrhythms, usually one of his limbs is playing quarter beats or half notes so that you still have the bass rhythm to lock into as long as you know what to listen for. And I didn't hear that here. And because of that, the whole time of that section just falls apart. And it's just I lost track of the bars. I lost track of one. I couldn't figure out where we were, even when I listened to the guitars, which I'm pretty sure we're still playing in 4/4 like the rest of the song was. Um, that one symbol just completely throws the entire song out of whack, and it's crazy how a single piece of a single instrument, if we want to take the drum kit as a whole, as a whole instrument, can just ruin the entire time of a section. It's wild. Um, and I don't remember if it was during the section or just after. The vocalist starts to crack and use this very raw scream. It's not a fry, and it's not clean, but it's not a fry. It's not a compressed clean. It's a loose scream. It's a wailing almost. Um, and as far as I know about vocals, it's not highly sustainable. Now, maybe he found a way to recreate that sound um, in a way that doesn't injure his vocal cords. Maybe because it's only 10, 15 seconds worth. It's not enough to do any long term damage. I don't know how often he uses that. For all I know, it's just this song for that one section, and that's fine. But it's not a vocal style you hear very often because it's kind of dangerous to do. It's just, I don't know, the whole ending of the song is powerful. I don't even know what the song was about, and all I could feel was this depression, this end of hope, this despair, in the music, in his singing style, in what was going on. It's just, I mean, at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, this is good music. I'm digging these riffs. I'm digging the drum part. I really like the way that there's a lot of high and low juxtaposition. We have the singer's cleans and then his growls. We have the guitars constantly switching from the low strings to the higher strings, and they'll do like a little riff on the lows, or they'll ride it out and do a little pedal note, and then they'll switch over to the highs for like a bar and riff on that, and then come back down to the lower notes. And it's this really cool back and forth. And that pretty much sums up the entire beginning of the song, is this juxtaposition of going between highs and lows. And I wonder if that has to do with, I mean, a man at the end of his rope, you would assume that he's experienced some good stuff in life, but maybe the lows are just too. Dang, man. I got to go back and listen just in case like that theme is interwoven into the narrative. But anyways, I was really digging that juxtaposition, and just how it kind of bled throughout the entire opening of the track through all the instruments. And then the middle part came in, and I'm digging that. We got some nice chill stuff, a little bit of classical guitar. It's not just acoustic. I mean, these are some really cool classical playing style. It sounds like finger picking. There's a lot going on in the guitar parts, and then that ending though, man, it wasn't just fun headbanging anymore. Like, it was starting to hit me hard. Uh, just like I said, the despair and the wish for release, and just, golly, man, this is not anything I'd like to feel while I'm slicing a cake. Oh man, yeah, I gotta dig into these lyrics though, and kind of see how far the thematic elements interweave themselves between the lyrics and the music, because uh, yeah. So that's a song. That is a band called Slice the Cake. And wow. This is where you guys come in though. You do your thing in the comments, and let me know what you thought. I got a couple other recommendations. Um, Holy Mountain was a big one, as was Odyssey to the West. A couple people requested Castle in the Sky, and one person requested. I guess that was it. So yeah, I guess if you want to put down some other requests, you're welcome to do that. If you'd like to tell me what you thought about this, whether you've heard it before, whether you just really enjoy these guys and you're glad I checked them out, let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, you can like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And if you want, you can check out my Twitter or Patreon. Those links are in the description. I do post some cool stuff to Twitter from time to time, especially covers or little musical things that I've seen around the interwebs. Um, and then Patreon, I'm sure most of you guys know, you can vote on stuff. And if you, yeah, you can vote on stuff. And I'm doing Patreon picks where you get to tell me exactly what to listen to. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I'll have two videos tomorrow. It will be the next popular request, and then also a Patreon picks. And yeah, both of those will come out at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you guys take care out there, and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you choose to watch my videos.